Okay, you guys, I'm going to show you how to make this apartment in Blender using the DPR House Builder V131 Blender file. Go ahead and type in apartment in Google. Go download this image. So click on View Image, right click, Save Picture As, and save it somewhere. Head into Blender and do File Open and open the Building Blocks V13 file. I think unfortunately I zipped it up and it's just called V13, but it is V131 if you have the 2 meter by 3 meter one text horizontal block, then you know you've got the right file. So I'm going to go ahead and start by bringing in that image that we just downloaded. So you're going to go Shift A and create a plane, and then you're going to go RX 90, S to scale it, move to the side, G to drag it back, and I'm using left mouse as my input selection. Then go ahead and import that. So you're going to tab here first, U to unwrap, and choose unwrap, and then let's go to the right side of the screen here and open image, and then go find that blueprint that we just downloaded. Now if it doesn't show, it's because the viewport shading is not correct. Change it to texture, and now you'll see the viewport shading is correct. I'm going to do RZ to rotate it just a little bit, and this is going to be our blueprint. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by building the lower half of the building, and we're going to do that with the 3 meter by 3 meter one text block. So left click on it, it highlights the active layer, and then the eyeball to turn that on. So I never use any of these blocks straight from the center. I'm going to duplicate it and move them from the side. That way we keep the V131 fresh, and we're always building off to the side. So Shift D this, X 18 to move it to the side. So now it's out of our way. And just a note, when we're moving things in the positive direction, they move in the direction of these arrows. So X is going to be to the right of the screen, Y is going to be back, Z is going to be up. If you do negative, it goes the opposite direction. So this block is 3 meters, which essentially correlates to sort of one window panel in this image. And so pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks across for the width. And then I'm going to cheat, and we're only going to make it 1, 2, 3, probably 4 or 5 back. So start here with the block, left click on it, it's selected, you're in object mode, Shift D, X3, Shift R. Shift R is just repeating the last step. So if you did that correctly, then you can just march out 6 here. I'm going to select the 2 on each end because I'm going to leave this middle part to be constructed last. We're going to do Shift D, Z3, Shift R, and move it up. So you're going to see that's 1, 2, 3, 4 of these layers. That's the brick. Okay? And now this other part on the right keeps going up too. So Shift D, Z3, Shift R once. So now we've kind of got this part of the building constructed. We can kind of do the back half. We'll start by taking this on the left side, Shift D, RZ minus 90. And now you see it's rotated around the middle, so we're only half of it, so that's going to be 1.5. So GX minus 1.5, GY 1.5. All right. And then I said I'm going to do this maybe 5 this way, Shift DY, 3, Shift R. Let's just leave it there at 4. And then we're going to go up. There's one face here that's going to be jutted in, so we're going to leave that alone. We're going to grab the 3 on the end, Shift D, Z3, Shift R. All right. And then we're going to create the back. Grab all these on the bottom, on the front. And then see how I'm moving around is middle mouse button. It sort of locks you in, and you can rotate around. So hold down middle mouse and then drag left and right. So Shift D, Y, you're moving back 4 blocks, which is 12, 4 times 3. And then you'll see here face out is read backwards. On these other, it's read correctly left to right. If it is backwards, it means it's not going to show in Unity. So you have to flip this around. So RZ 180. And so these are these are shaded on a single side, which means if you ever see face out read backwards, you know it's not going to show. So Shift D, Z3, Shift R it up, and then we're going to do the same for the side here. Shift D, Y, sorry, escape, G, X, and then it's 6 times 3, 18, R, Z, 180. All right. Let me go into Unity and see. Just want to see what I did on the original apartment, if I made it 4. Yeah, so it was only 4 blocks, so we'll do the same. Alright, so now we just need to create the rest of this here. Shift D, Z3, Shift R it up. Alright, and now we just got to create the jut out. Now the jut out is actually a door first, and I'm going to use the 2 meter block. So I selected the 3 meter block. I'm going to hide it. And let's bring out the 2 meter block. So that's the 2 meter by 3 meter one text. You can also use the 2 meter by 3 meter one text vertical. I don't know why I have both of those in there, but they're the same block. Shift D, G to grab and move it out. And you're going to see RZ minus 90. What we're going to do now is snap this one in place instead of using the keyboard. So turn on this down here, which is the magnet, and make sure your magnet says snap element and change it to vertex. So the red means it's on, and then you want it to be vertex snapping. So we're going to come down to the bottom left vertex. So put your mouse over that and then just hit G and drag it up there, and it's going to snap. Now sometimes it won't snap exactly how you like, and you have to kind of move it around. You'll see it'll probably happen to me, and I'll just show you how to figure it out. So now let's create, let's just run this all the way up. So Shift D, Z3, Shift R, run it all the way up, and let's turn off the snapping here for the time being. Sometimes it will affect our rotations. And let's create the bottom face here. So Shift D, this is going to rotate around the Y, minus 90, escape. I don't know what I did there. I don't think I did the, I didn't do the R. So RY minus 90. And so that flops it on its face, and then we just have to move it 3, GX3, Shift D, X3. And now if you look from the bottom, face out, it's correct. And now we just got to create the faces on the front. We're going to duplicate these with Shift D, so that's 2 of them, and then we're going to snap. So turn your snap back on, G, and see, this is one where it didn't snap right. So I'm going to put it higher and then bring it down to it. And then we're going to Shift D, Z3, and then Shift R it up. Alright, and then we just need to create this other side here, so we're going to take the left side and just duplicate all 6 of these. So pick them all with left mouse, Shift D, X6, and then RZ 180. Alright, and we're close, we're close. Now this part here that we're looking at is this block can go all the way up, so Shift D, Z3, Shift R. But this next one is really only coming out 2/3. So grab our 2/3 block, Shift D it, and then we're going to snap that up there. So we're going to snap that up to this block. See how it doesn't want to do it, so you're going to bring it above and then snap it down. And then Shift D, Z3. And then we're going to need a 1 by 3 here to fill in this last part that we're going to lay down and get that to fill in that little part. So grab the 2 meter by 3 meter, hide that. Grab the 1 meter by 3 meter one text horizontal and vertical, and copy that, Shift D, and then we're going to just drag this up and snap it. And it's going to be fussy. the other thing, I need it to lay down anyway. I don't have it high enough, so GZ, bring it up higher here. And then see if I bring it down to it, if it'll snap. So you can see it's a little fussy. And then now we got to lay it down. So when I'm laying this down, I want to see this. It's going to rotate around the x-axis, this x coming this way. So if I go Rx minus 90, flops it down. And you might want to flop it down, and it may be easier to snap to this corner if you did that. So now we just need a face there. So just grab one of these here, Shift D, and then we're just going to keep using the snapping here to get that right. And then Shift D, Z3, and then we just need to fill in this last part here. Shift D, and then we need to rotate this back up. So that's RX 90, and then we'll just snap it in. And then Shift D, Z3. All right. So that's the basic base of the building, and then we're going to come in, add windows and the porches and the roof. All right.